Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Judith Patterson. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Texas, and today I'm going to show you 6 really quick cards that you can make with the Brag-worthy stamp set and Flowering Fields Designer Series paper from Stampin' Up! But before we do that, really quick, I wanted to show you the 2 promotions that are happening this month. So the 2 products that I'm focusing on for this video are both part of the last chance sale going on through the end of June. So all of these products are available while supplies last or until the end of the month, and then they'll be gone. And a lot of these products are on sale. So the stamp set that I'm using, the Brag-worthy stamp set, is on sale for $9.50 while supplies last. So that is a pretty good deal. And then the Flowering Fields Designer Series paper, it is 12 by 12 paper. And it's on sale for $8.05. These are US prices. So it's a really great deal for both of those things, and there's other fabulous deals in this last chance sale. So if you're interested in any of that, you can go to my website and just click on last chance sale, or shop and then last chance sale, and you'll be able to see everything that's in that sale. Some things have already sold out, but hopefully these 2 products will be around for a little bit, so you'll have a chance to get these at such a great price. And that other sale, the BOGO sale for this month, is, I say for this month, like there's one every month. There's really not. We don't have these very often. But it's a kit sale. So you buy one of our kits and you get one half off. There are several kits to choose from, and they come in boxes like this. Then you open the box up, and it has everything that you need, including a Stampin' Spot, a block. I don't know if you can see that. Let me turn it this way. So there you go. You have your block to put your stamps on, your stamp set, all your cardstock, twine, embellishments, even your adhesives. So the only thing that you really need is scissors, and everything else is included in the kit. So this is also a great deal, being able to get one of these and then a second one at half off. That is a great buy. So excuse me if my voice starts sounding even funnier than it does now. I've had a cold that just won't quit, and when I get colds or allergies, I lose my voice. So for a few days I couldn't even whisper, and now I have been squeaking, sounding a little bit like Minnie Mouse. But right now I've been drinking my hot tea. Such good stuff. Today I'm drinking the Tazo glazed lemon loaf. It's one of my favorites. But it helps my throat to have these warm beverages. I hate it during the summer because it's already been 100 degrees here and it is miserable. But still, it makes my throat feel better, so I'll do it. I'll just stay in the air conditioning and do it. Alright, so let me now show you these super simple cards. So like I said, these are really easy. I'm doing 6. There are 6 sentiment stamps, so I thought, well, let's make 6 cards. And then I thought, well, I'll get that designer series paper out, and we can do it really quick and easy. And so you get 2 each of, there's six different sheets in this designer series paper pack that are double-sided. So I'm using both sides, as you can see, of each sheet. And this is cut 5.5 by 4 1/4 inches to go on the standard, well, for the US anyway, standard card front. And then the piece I'm putting on top of it is 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And then I have just a scrap of Pool Party cardstock. to put my sentiment on. And the only ink I'm using is just this Tuxedo Black Memento ink, which keeping it really simple. I'm not going to change the ink color at all. And if you wanted to just buy one pack of colored cardstock, you could get the Subtles collection, and then get the basic white cardstock also. Is always handy to have. I like putting just a layer of basic white inside my card for a nice sheet to write on. Alright, so I'm going to use dimensionals to just pop this sentiment up. And this sheet, this was a scrap that I just grabbed, but it's a pretty good scrap. So it measures 1 inch by 2.5 inches. You can just put it anywhere on the card. I'm putting it down here. And then I would grab a piece of basic white cardstock and put it inside. And if you wanted to, you could use another piece of this DSP to trim that up. But you're good to go. And you could also, of course, add ribbon or embellishments. But if you wanted a really fast card, that's what we're doing. Alright, so the next one is on a Pure Pizzazz card base. This first sheet of DSP is 3 1/4 inches by 5 inches. And this one I'm going to glue right up here in the corner. So, a lot of times, us paper crafters, we call these cards like this that use basically stamps, ink, and paper SIP cards. So if you are looking for more like this, you can probably do a search for SIP cards and come up with some of this type. So this one is 1/4 inch by 5 inches. And then I'm going to use that same black ink pad again. Stamp this scrap. So I save a lot of scraps. And sometimes I don't save them this small. Sometimes I do. I'm glad I did this time because I thought I was going to have to cut these down, but it doesn't look like I'm going to. So again, Stampin' Dimensionals. Pop that up a little bit. I'm just going to put this down here on the corner, and then we've got another card ready to go. I'm going to grab another. I keep these basic white cards, card inserts cut. I use them on the front of my cards, but I also use them inside my cards, and they're just 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. So I just have a bunch of them beside my desk. Okay, so there's card number 2. So quick. I think this one is it's one of my favorites of all of this. So this first piece is 3 1/4 inches by 4 1/4 inches. I'm putting it on Highland Heather card base. And when I do my card bases, I just cut a piece of Designer Series paper in half and then score it down the middle. It's fast and easy that way. And that works either way. You can do it vertically or horizontally. There we go. So this is just a basic white cardstock scrap. And I got a little bit of nail polish on that one. So let me, let's see if this will work. Yep, that works. Might have to cut this one down a little bit. I love the sentiment. Your friendship is as brag-worthy as a dress with pockets. My daughters and I, we love dresses with pockets. So, no, I'm not even going to cut this one down. We're going for fast and simple, right? So let's keep it fast and simple. There we go. So there's our third card. Just rushing right through these, huh? Okay, so this one I'm going to start with this big piece, and this one is 3.5 by 5.25. I love all these tulips. Tulips are my favorite flower. So of course when I saw this designer series paper, I didn't get the rest of the suite, but I had to have this paper. And this sheet is 1/2 inch by 5.25 inches. And the card base for this one is Pear Pizzazz. And then a piece of Highland Heather cardstock for the sentiment. And this sentiment is, look at you doing grown-up things and stuff. So this last month has been crazy because the same day, so my oldest daughter went on a trip to Greece, her first trip out of the country, and she went with a bunch of people she didn't know. It was a tour group through her college that was going. So we were busy getting her ready for that all month. And then the same day, my youngest daughter started her new job. And she's working at a church camp about an hour away from us. So it was a busy month. We finished up homeschooling, which we've been doing, seems like forever. And then they both left all on the same day. And then about the time things calmed down a little bit, then I got this crazy cold and lost my voice. So it's been different around here recently. My daughter's back from Greece now. She was gone for 9 days, I think. And I'm really glad that she's home for a little while. She's going off to college in August, so we've still got a busy summer ahead of us. Alright, there we go. Love this one. So see how easy these are? And you can use pretty much any designer series paper to do this with. Almost all of our designer series paper is double-sided. So as you can see, I've used the same sheet of paper for every one of these cards. I just flipped over part of it and did the back. So this one is 5 inches by 3 inches. I'm going to put it up towards the top a little. I like using liquid glue because it gives me just a little bit of wiggle room before it's permanently stuck down. But you could also use Stampin' Seal or tear and tape, whatever it is that you like to use when you're making cards. Okay, so I'm going to put this a little towards the bottom, and this one is, I think it's 1/2 inch, just kidding, 3/4 of an inch by 5.5 inches. And then I have this thanks here. This one says, thanks for being the person I overthink things with. I have a couple of those people in my life, and I don't know what I'd do without them. Because I am an overthinker, and I do a lot better when I can talk my things out. So thankfully I have some pretty special people in my life that I can talk those things out with. But weeks like this past one, when I lose my voice, it's miserable. Miserable to not be able to talk things out. I think I'm going to put that one right there. And I just realized I didn't measure that last piece. So it measures 1 1/4 by 2 3/4. Go ahead and slip another piece in there. And last card. Man, these went quick. So this one I'm going to get a little more complicated with, but it's still going to be fast and easy. So we have another, isn't that gorgeous? I love this paper. Okay, so this one is 5.5 by 4 1/4. It covers all of this front piece. I used Pool Party because it matches the Designer Series paper. So Pool Party is my card base. And then I'm going to use this pretty tulip. So this is 3.5 by 4 1/4, and I don't know why I turned it because the measurements go up the side too. And I'm going to put this right here in the middle. So pretty. So I think I could just leave that one like that and I'd be done, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stamp this sentiment twice. Once on Pear Pizzazz and once on Petal Pink. I was trying to remember if that was Petal Pink or Blushing Bride, but I'm pretty sure I've got Petal Pink happening right there. I'm going to cut out each line of this. And then on this one, I just want the happy birthday. And you can do it whichever way you want to as far as the colors go. So now, I'm just going to put these right here in the order that they go so I don't forget. So 1 minute, you're young and cool. And the next, you're getting excited over new towels. So now, I'm going to cut these Stampin' Dimensionals into little bitty pieces. How handy is it that I'm already using the edge of this? Alright, so I'm just going to do a few of these pieces on the back of this. I just want to make sure they're not hanging over the edge any. That one might be. You could also just, if you're not to the edge yet and you don't want to cut it up until you're there, you could also cut the Stampin' Dimensionals in halves or in quarters, whatever you need to do, or maybe even use some of these bigger ones. You might be able to use the mini Stampin' Dimensionals without cutting them. I'm not sure. I haven't tried that. This one is really slim, so let's cut some smaller pieces for this one. I'll put one more on here because this one is really tiny. And it's hanging over. Oh my goodness. There we go. That one is almost too wide for this slender piece, but I just had to get it turned just right. It works a-okay. So what does happen to us? Because I can so relate to this one. I get ridiculously excited over things like new towels. And I used to not be that way. So, how about y'all? Do y'all get excited over new towels and, oh my goodness, new blankets? Even new wash rags and hand towels for the kitchen. Yep, I get excited over those. Okay, so this one I still think is quick, and it's still just stamps ink paper. The adhesive is a given. You have to have adhesive on pretty much every card. Not every one, but pretty much every one. Helps to take the backing off. There we go. 1 minute you're young and cool, and the next you're getting excited over new towels. Happy birthday. Let's take that off of there. There we go. Alright, so let's look at them again. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fantastic cards. Super quick that you can make with just the Flowering Fields Designer Series paper and the Bragworthy stamp set, and then just a couple other pieces of cardstock, and of course your adhesives. Let me know if you have any questions about this. If you decide to use a different stamp set or a different Designer Series paper to do this, I would love to see what you do. And I'll leave my Facebook link in the description so that you can hop on over to my page and maybe share those. I would love to see that. Alright, I hope that y'all are having a fabulous summer so far. I hope nobody else has a summer cold like I have had. And if you decide to place an order with me this month, my host code is up there in the corner. You can go to my website at judithpatterson.net, and there's links to all the social things and the shopping and the newsletter and all of that stuff over there. But if you place an order under $150, I'd sure appreciate it if you use that host code. And of course, you'll get a thank you in the mail from me when you do. All right, happy stamping, y'all.